This is a WIP of my Bally Matahari table. I got some unique features, I think, to the table that I've never seen done on any other table, at least not all of them together. Let me start the table. Creating this table, alright, it's the first thing you're going to notice is that I put a splash screen on it. If you press any key, it'll go away. Otherwise, it will time out after 3,000 milliseconds. But I'm just going to press a key. Okay, the first thing you noticed after the splash screen went away is that hands came out onto the table. That's something I added for realism. I think it's going to be kind of cool. The hands actually move while you're playing the game. Before I start the game, though, I just want to explain that I'm creating this table to be standalone. In other words, it's not going to be pin MAME. It's just going to be a recreation where all the ROM programming will be scripted. There'll be no ROM. But I do want to have it where it has Dipswitch settings. So the first thing I'm going to do is press F6. And as you notice, it brings up 4 banks of Dipswitches, which is just like the game itself. There's 8 switches per bank. The other thing I have here is tables, or tables with the different settings of the Dipswitches. And if you notice at the bottom, the bank S1 through 8 is blinking, so that is the active bank right now. If you press the number keys 1 through 8, you can flip the switches. Right now, I don't have it completely storing the switches to a file. I use the arrow keys to jump from bank to bank, and of course you see different tables coming up with the different settings. So I'm just going to turn a couple of switches on and off here. Alright, here's the third bank, S17 through 24. So we just flip some switches just to show you what this. It changes. I do have a variable array which is containing the switch settings right now, but I don't have them writing out to a file. So if I press F6 again, I'm now out of the Dipswitch setting mode. If I go back in, you'll see it retained the switch settings that I just put in. Eventually, when you hit F6, it's going to write those settings to a file so that when you load the table, it will load those settings in. Okay, notice now when I feed it a coin, the left hand is going to go away. And when I press the start button also. Okay, let me show you the flippers and the fingers. Watch the fingers. So the index fingers are pressing the buttons when I flip. The right hand will go away now when I pull back the plunger. Okay, the other thing I want you to listen to is the ball roll and ball bounce that I've scripted in, and it works on speed. So right now you don't hear a ball roll, but if I try to shoot up towards the center or towards the top of the table, you should hear the ball roll. And also if the ball Z, if it bounces, if it goes above 0, you'll hear a ball bounce. You can hear this a lot of times up towards the saucer. Okay. missed that one. Okay, the other thing I wanted to bring to your attention is the reflections in the black areas of the play field. For the targets and so forth, I have reflections, which also go away when the targets drop. Let me see if I can hit a target here. Of course, I hit two that don't have very good reflections because of the play field itself. Let me try and hit one with the reflection. So I'm trying to make this table as realistic looking as possible. I've used some pretty high resolution graphics. The other thing I should mention is this is using the ultra pin physics of VP8, Randy's last version. It sounds like my microphone's going a little wacky here. Okay, anyway, so you get the idea. Okay, I'm just going to play this last ball. This is my table so far. I still have a lot of scripting to do for the bonus lights and the lights going on and off, and the scoring of bonuses. I'm working very slow as I've been pretty busy, so I'm not sure when this is actually going to get released. Hopefully in my lifetime. But I hope you like the features that I'm adding to it right now. It is angle dependent. There are a lot of reels working on this. So, that's part of the realistic play, I guess, that I'm trying to add to it. Anyway, when this ball is over, so will be the video. Let's see if I can get all the targets down before I leave. Oh, almost. Oh, I didn't make it. Well, I hope you like my table so far, and I hope I get it released in my lifetime. So, thank you very much.